Right now, the #1 movie in America, Zero Dark 30, about the hunt for Osama bin Laden. It's getting snubbed by the liberal left, who are calling for moviegoers to boycott the movie. Now, it seems they're against the scenes that depict enhanced interrogation techniques, which ultimately did help lead to bin Laden's capture. Now, outraged liberals are claiming that the tactics had nothing to do with finding the world's most wanted terrorist. Well, if you don't believe Hollywood, how about the guy that actually set up, administered, and witnessed enhanced interrogations? Here's what he said on this very show about what he saw with his own eyes. Watch this. So you don't think we would have gotten bin Laden without the techniques leading to the intelligence?
Well, and the reason why is because there's a clear trail. You know, there was someone that we captured, a facilitator that we captured in 2004 that told us about bin Laden's courier and gave us a pseudonym. Ahmed al-Kuwaiti.
And that was what led to bin Laden in Pakistan.
And eventually we got the true name of al-Kuwaiti.
But without these techniques, the things he opposed wouldn't have allowed him to make that decision. Is that a fair statement?
That is a fair statement.
Now, tonight, two former Navy SEALs who watched the movie are here to set the record straight. And joining me now is the author of The Red Circle, Brandon Webb, and author of SEAL Team 6, Howard Wasden, is with us. Gentlemen, welcome. Thank you for going to see the movie. Howard, you just heard, this is the guy that set up, organized, witnessed, enhanced interrogation. No enhanced interrogation, no bin Laden. Liberals are going nuts. It's inaccurate. Your reaction?
Well, first of all, I spoke to Mr. Rodriguez, and I know he's telling the truth. My other reaction is, watching the movie, after watching the movie for about 30 minutes, you realize that this is an effective technique. You realize that these CIA operatives, these Tier 1 guys, are doing a great job. And in the background, it shows the President of the United States saying that we need to achieve some type of moral morality. We need to get our morality back, moral superiority. And I'm sitting there, and I literally got sick on my stomach, Sean, because here's the thing. How effective do you want us to be? Mr. President, how effective do you want us to be? Is it good enough to be 50%? Because I can tell you this, if you tell the terrorists that whenever you plot against America, endanger American lives, conspire, you will go to a cell. We will use whatever techniques necessary to make you uncomfortable, to get the information, instead of, hey, we need to get some morality back and give you an attorney when you get here. I thought that was disgusting, and my hat's off to Ms. Catherine Bigelow for portraying that accurately.
Brandon, I want to get your reaction. You saw the movie. I guess the important question, what is it about liberals? Here's the guy that organized, administered, got the information, is telling America the truth, and is it that their egos are so precious they can't acknowledge that what they said about George W. Bush and enhanced interrogation? Because Barack Obama was wrong and Bush was right. His biggest claim to fame wouldn't have happened but for Bush having the insight that he himself didn't have. What is it, ego? What do you think it is?
Well, I mean, to support what Howard says, I mean, any means necessary. If I support those interrogation techniques, if we can use those techniques against bad people that want to do bad things to Americans, then, you know, hell, I'll hold them down myself. I mean, it saves lives. I mean, it's one of many pieces of kit in the toolbox, and regardless of whether or not you want to face up to reality and realize that you do have to use extreme measures against these terrorists, it just has to be done. And thank goodness, you know, good people are willing to do some dirty work.
Yeah, but, you know, we also have to put some perspective on it, Howard. And this, 3 people got enhanced interrogation, got waterboarded. 3. And yet it led to the courier, which led to bin Laden, which led to Barack Obama being able to make that decision, which, by the way, I give him credit for. But it wouldn't have happened if he had his way. Liberals seem not to be able to be willing to hear that, which seems to be connected to this reaction to the movie.
Sean, we have a very short memory as Americans. If this was the months directly after 9/11, nobody would have a problem with interrogation. Nobody would have a problem with it. So let me bring us forward. What if I could tell you that there's a cell of people in the United States of America that are targeting our schools, that are going to be doing school shootings? And I realize this hurts because we just had another tragedy. But let's bring that forward. If I was able to use some type of interrogation, me and Brandon, you would give us free reign. We'll go out, we'll interrogate these people, and by God, we will find out what's going on. How many people, how many parents in the United States of America, left, right, or center, wouldn't say yes? By all means, do it.
And if somebody had their son or daughter kidnapped, I think they'd do the same thing. Brandon, last question. What do you make of the Golden Globes, the foreign press, and Ben Affleck, and then a little bit of a snub to some of these movies by the Academy of Motion Pictures, whatever they call themselves, the Oscars?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I don't put much faith in any of the opinions of the people you listed. So, you know, I have my own opinions, and I personally, I didn't think Zero Dark 30 did a great job portraying the military at the end, but that's another conversation.
All right, guys, thank you both so much for being with us. Appreciate it.